Welcome to History for Sleep. This channel is a place where we slow history down and explore the ancient world calmly, clearly, and thoughtfully. No rushing, no noise, just understanding. If you enjoy peaceful educational history that you can listen to while resting or winding down, consider subscribing. And if anything in this story surprises you, leave a comment below. Your thoughts help guide what we explore next. Tonight, we are answering a fascinating question. Why did ancient people believe mirrors could trap souls? This belief appears across cultures that never contacted one another, across continents, across thousands of years, and it did not exist without reason. To understand this belief, we must first understand what a mirror truly was to the ancient mind. Today, a mirror is ordinary, glass, silver, reflection. But in the ancient world, mirrors were rare, mysterious, and unsettling. They did not show you the way water did. Water rippled. Water distorted. Water moved. Mirrors did not. A mirror showed a perfect double, a second you. It moved when you moved, stopped when you stopped, looked back when you looked in. To ancient people, this was deeply disturbing, because nothing else in nature behaved this way. Now, consider something important. Ancient people believed the soul lived in the eyes. Across cultures, eyes were sacred. They were protected, decorated, feared. The eyes were believed to be the doorway of the soul, and mirrors captured the eyes perfectly. When someone looked into a mirror, they saw their eyes staring back. But that reflection had no body, no breath, no warmth. To ancient minds, this meant only one thing. The mirror was not copying the person. It was holding something of them, something essential, something spiritual. Now let us travel to ancient China. In early Chinese belief, mirrors were powerful spiritual objects. They were used in rituals, not decoration. Mirrors were believed to reveal spirits hiding in the unseen world. This is why mirrors were often turned toward doorways, to repel spirits. But mirrors were also feared. People avoided sleeping with mirrors facing their beds, because during sleep, the soul wandered. If the soul saw its reflection while wandering, it could become confused. It might enter the mirror and not return. This belief explains why mirrors were covered at night. Not for superstition, for protection. Now let us move to ancient Rome. Romans believed mirrors reflected more than appearance. They believed mirrors reflected vitality. This is why breaking a mirror meant 7 years of bad luck. 7 years was the length of a life cycle. Breaking the mirror damaged the soul's reflection, and the soul needed years to heal. This belief still exists today. Now, let us go further back. In Mesoamerican cultures, mirrors were made from polished obsidian. Black mirrors, dark, reflective, used by priests and rulers. These mirrors were not meant for grooming. They were tools, portals. They were believed to show visions, to contact gods, to see beyond the physical world. The reflection in these mirrors was shadowed and distorted, not fully human. To ancient observers, this confirmed something powerful. The mirror did not belong fully to this world. Now let us pause. Notice the pattern. Across cultures, mirrors were rare, reflective, perfect, unnatural. Anything that breaks natural rules becomes sacred or dangerous, often both. Now let us talk about death. In many ancient cultures, mirrors were covered when someone died. This was not symbolic. It was practical. People believed the soul lingered after death. If the soul saw its reflection, it could become trapped, confused, unable to move on. Or worse, the mirror could steal the soul entirely. This belief was strong enough to shape funeral rituals. Even today, some traditions still cover mirrors during mourning. This is not coincidence. Now let us slow down. Why were reflections so frightening? Because ancient people did not believe identity was fixed. The self was fragile. The soul could wander, be stolen, be split. Mirrors showed a version of you that existed outside your body. That was terrifying. Now let us speak clearly. Ancient people believed mirrors trapped souls because mirrors created doubles, and doubles suggested division. If there was a second you, where did it come from? And where did it go when you left? Now let us prepare to continue. In the next part, we will explore why mirrors were avoided at night, how children were protected from mirrors, why mirrors appear in ghost stories, and how this belief survived into modern times. Night was already a dangerous time in the ancient world. Darkness removed visibility. Silence hid movement. Sleep weakened awareness. Mirrors existed inside that danger. At night, mirrors reflected shadows instead of faces. Flickering firelight caused reflections to move on their own. Shapes appeared where none should exist. To ancient observers, mirrors seemed alive after sunset. This is why mirrors were turned toward walls at night, or covered with cloth, or removed from sleeping spaces entirely. People believed the soul wandered during sleep. If the soul encountered its reflection while wandering, it might mistake the reflection for the body and enter it. This belief appears again and again across cultures. The soul could be confused by mirrors, lost by mirrors, trapped by mirrors. Now let us talk about children. Children were believed to have fragile souls, not yet fully anchored to the body. This is why children were often kept away from mirrors, not because mirrors frightened them, but because mirrors might take something from them. In some traditions, infants were not shown mirrors at all. Their souls were still forming, still vulnerable. Now let us examine something deeper. Mirrors reversed reality. Left became right. Right became left. To ancient minds, this inversion mattered. The reflected world did not follow natural order. In many belief systems, inversion was associated with the spirit world, the underworld, the realm of the dead. This reinforced the idea that mirrors were windows, not objects. Now let us move to mythology. Mirrors appear rarely in ancient myths, but when they do, they are powerful. They reveal truth, expose lies, trap beings, summon spirits. They are never neutral. This reflects cultural fear. Anything that shows truth without effort is dangerous. Now let us address psychology without modern language. Ancient people noticed that staring into a mirror too long felt strange. The face seemed unfamiliar. The eyes seemed distant. Even today, this happens. After prolonged staring, the brain begins to distort perception. Ancient people did not have neuroscience. They had experience. And experience told them something was wrong. The mirror changed the self. Now let us speak plainly. Mirrors showed you outside yourself. That alone challenged identity. In cultures where identity was believed to be connected to spirit, this was unacceptable. Now let us examine funerary practice again. Covering mirrors after death served two purposes. It protected the soul of the dead, and it protected the living. People believed grief weakened the soul. A weakened soul could be pulled into the mirror. This belief kept mourners cautious, protected. Now let us move forward in time. As glassmaking improved, mirrors became more common. Fear did not vanish. It diluted. Superstition replaced belief. But superstition is belief that survived logic. Breaking mirrors still causes unease. Sleeping with mirrors facing the bed still makes people uncomfortable. Covering mirrors during mourning still occurs. These habits are ancient. Now let us connect this belief to storytelling. Ghost stories often involve mirrors, reflections that move on their own, figures that appear only in glass. These stories resonate because the fear is ancient. Now let us return to the core question. Why did ancient people believe mirrors trapped souls? Because mirrors created perfect doubles, captured the eyes, reversed reality, behaved unnaturally, appeared alive in darkness. Every signal suggested danger. Now let us slow again. Ancient people did not fear mirrors because they were foolish. They feared mirrors because mirrors challenged reality. And anything that challenges reality threatens identity. As ancient beliefs slowly met science and philosophy, mirrors lost their divine status. But they never became ordinary. Even when people understood that mirrors were glass and metal, discomfort remained, because the feeling never left. Mirrors still feel different. Now let us examine architecture. In ancient homes, mirrors were rarely placed casually. They were positioned deliberately, away from beds, away from doorways, away from places of transition. Transitions mattered. Doors, windows, sleep, death. Anything that marked movement from one state to another was protected. Mirrors were believed to amplify transition. They could pull something through. Now let us speak about temples. In some ancient religious spaces, reflective surfaces were used intentionally, not to decorate, but to disorient. Reflections multiplied candlelight. Shadows moved unnaturally. Depth was distorted. These effects were intentional. They reminded worshippers that they were no longer in the ordinary world. The mirror became a tool, not a threat, but only in controlled spaces. Now let us speak about fear again. Fear does not survive for thousands of years without reason. The fear of mirrors endured because mirrors interfered with identity. They showed a self that could not be felt. They produced presence without substance. Ancient people believed the soul was substance. If something appeared without substance, it was dangerous. Now, let us examine why mirrors appear so often in supernatural stories. Vampires cast no reflection. Ghosts appear in mirrors. Reflections move independently. These ideas did not come from nowhere. They are modern echoes of ancient belief. The mirror was never trusted. Now let us address the idea of the soul being trapped. Ancient people believed the soul could fragment. A piece could be lost. A piece could be taken. Mirrors captured the most important part of the body, the face, the eyes. This made them powerful. Now let us reflect quietly. Even today, many people feel uneasy sleeping with a mirror facing them. They cannot explain why. They just feel watched. That instinct is ancient. It comes from a time when survival depended on awareness, when reflections had consequences. Now let us answer the question clearly and completely. Ancient people believed mirrors trapped souls because mirrors created lifelike doubles, captured the eyes, reversed reality, behaved unnaturally, appeared alive in darkness, and challenged the idea of a single self. To ancient minds, that meant danger. Now let us end calmly. If you have listened this far, thank you for spending this time with History for Sleep. If this story made you think differently about something you see every day, leave a comment below and share your thoughts. And if you enjoy calm, detailed history that explores the forgotten fears and beliefs of the ancient world, consider subscribing and joining us again. The past is not gone. It watches. Sometimes it watches back from the mirror.